Hey everyone! Valentine's Day is just a couple days away, so if you're still trying to figure out what to give your Valentine, then hopefully this video can help you out. Today I'm going to show you how to make some cute little heart-shaped boxes that you can fill with love notes, candies, jewelry, chocolates, or any other meaningful trinkets to give to your Valentine. This is a pretty easy project, and I'm going to include the template down below, so hopefully you'll be able to get it done in time. Let's get started. You'll need foam core board, the printed template, spray adhesive, an X-Acto knife, hot glue gun, a ruler, and materials for decorating. The template has a small piece on the second page, and to get it to line up more easily with the first page, just cut it right up to the dotted line on the edge, like I'm doing here. Spray the adhesive onto the back of the first page of the template, and let it sit for about a minute or two until it gets tacky, and then stick it onto your foam core board. Repeat for the second piece, making sure to line it up. Cut out your template. On the dotted lines, cut only through one side of the paper, like so. This makes it so that you can create the curves of the heart. Take one of the long wall pieces and fold it in half. This halfway point will become the bottom point of the heart. Take the piece of foam core board that has the little heart on the inside. This will be a guide to help you glue down the wall of the box. Hot glue the long piece down. I wanted it to have a little bit of a lip on this box, so I glued the long wall piece pretty much right on top of the heart. You can make the lip of the box as big or small, or even as non-existent as you want. I have an example of each of these at the end of the video. The one that I'm making right now has a small to medium-sized lip. Anyway, when you get to the top, you'll see that I've left a little bit of extra material in the template to allow for you to be able to adjust how big or how small you want the lip to be. Just trim the pieces until they fit together like so. Now here's the trick to get the box to fit together perfectly. Take the second set of walls, fold it in half, and curl each end towards the inside and stick inside the first heart, like so. Unroll one side of the wall and mark where to cut the extra material. Take it out and cut on that mark. Stick it back in and repeat for the other side. Hot glue the inner heart together just at the top, taking care to not accidentally glue this to the first heart. Lift the inner heart wall out a tiny bit. It should be able to hold itself up, but if it keeps slipping down, you can just stick a few pieces of scrap foam core board to help keep it elevated. Apply hot glue along the edge of the inner heart walls and glue onto the second heart, trying to line it up with the first heart as best as you can. Now it's time to decorate. You can decorate yours however you'd like. For mine, I painted the inside and outside with craft paint. And I measured the walls of the heart box and cut strips of decorative paper that was that width and glued the strips down to the walls. You can also just do this with normal printer paper and paint it. Also, since my X-Acto knife was a little bit dull, the edge of the lip was pretty ragged. To hide that, I covered the edges with glitter, and then I sealed the edges with Mod Podge. And here it is done! Here are two examples of the other heart boxes I made. For this one, I made the lip of the box a little bit on the larger side. I also covered the walls with ribbon instead of paper, and the face of the heart with decorative paper. This last box is an example of one with no lip. The way I decorated this was to paint the whole thing with craft paint, and then mask off a design, and then I applied glitter all over the whole box. I didn't plan on really explaining in detail how I did this decoration, but I ended up really liking how it turned out, so I decided to do a quick little demo to show you how I did it. Like I mentioned before, I started off with a few coats of paint. For this I only did one coat, that's why it looks super streaky. But it's just a demo, so I just wanted to do it really quick. Once the paint is dry, apply masking tape in the area where you're going to put the design. Sketch out your design. I went with a simple heart outline here. Cut along the edge of your design. You want to push hard enough to at least cut the tape, but not hard enough to cut all the way through the foam core board. It's okay if you cut through the first layer of paper a little bit because it won't show. Carefully peel off the tape in areas that you want the glitter to go, leaving the tape in the areas that you do not want the glitter to go. Spray some spray adhesive, wait for a minute or two for it to get tacky, and sprinkle glitter on top. Tap off the excess and peel the rest of the tape off, using your X-Acto knife to help get the edges up. Since I only did one coat of red paint here, it looks kind of crappy and streaky, but if you do enough coats to make it even, then it looks much better, like in the actual heart box that I did. Anyway, finish it off with a coat of clear coat acrylic spray to seal the glitter and give the plain paint areas a nice shine. It's a pretty neat effect. Anyway, back to the boxes. You can fill these with anything to give to your Valentine. Some examples would be love notes, some jewelry, chocolates, and if these chocolates look good to you, check out last week's tutorial on how to make them. I hope you like this video, and if you get a chance to make one of these for your Valentine, I hope that they enjoy it as well. Again, if you want to learn how to make the chocolates that I mentioned earlier in this video, I'll leave a link right over here. You can just click on that, and it'll take you straight to last week's tutorial. If you like this video, then please hit that like button, and if you want to see more, then feel free to subscribe. I post DIY videos every Thursday. You can follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, or Pinterest, and I'll leave the information to those down below. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, please leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys next week.